Hi Sage friends, I'm going to show you today, or talk to you, make a video about making a nature mandala when times feel a little stressful or I want to kind of escape. Maybe my parents feel stressful or feel panic or feel fear, and I don't necessarily want to be feeling that. I personally go out into nature because nature is always calm and peaceful. uh, it can be dangerous and wild, right? But the underlying feeling that I feel when I'm in nature is like peace. So, I'm going to show you something that I do, and if you want to do it, you can too. You can do this by going on a a hike. You can go on any hike or walk, and it's called foraging materials. When you take materials from the wild, it's how herbalists make things. I like making infused oils for my skin and salves, and that's what you do is you go and you forage your materials from actual nature. It's how a lot of medicine is actually created. It's from foraging materials. But you could also just do this from your yard. I actually got these materials from my parents' yard. I was house sitting for them this weekend, and I got it from my parents' house, from their yard. But you could go for a walk and get materials. Why I'm saying that is if you choose to do this and go for a hike and get materials, there's things to think about. You want to make sure that the ecosystem is still okay, even with you taking things like, I'll grab some things that I have. Bark. You never take bark off of a tree, right? You're gonna get the pieces that are already on the ground. Or if you're foraging, like in here there's pine sap, and I like to make pine sap salves. If you're getting pine sap, you need to really check in with your gut and know, like, can I take this from the tree? Do I need to just take stuff from the ground? Because the tree needs that to exist as a tree, and it's helping heal their wounds and their skin. So anytime you're in nature taking things, you need to you can close your eyes, you can ask, you need to just do a gut, you can just use your observing skills. You guys have good observing skills. Just do a gut check and like, is it okay if I take this? Is it gonna hurt anything if I take this? So like, I got some pieces of, is that a dogwood tree? I'm not sure what tree this is. I think it's a dogwood, but tree. So I took them from the lowest spots on the tree and I spread out the pieces that I took. These pieces are all dying right now on trees, so it's not a big deal. If you take them, the flowers are dying. But that's something that you would want to check in with. When I grabbed the bark, it was all bark that was already on the ground. So it had already fallen off the tree. So I'm just gonna lay out all my materials. You probably don't want to do this inside your house unless your parents say it's okay. I'm doing it on a hardwood floor, and it's my physical location, so it's okay with me, and I'm gonna clean it afterwards. But you could do this outside. You could do it outside and then leave it. Like I have a labyrinth in my yard at my house, and so that's fun. These pine cones I found on the ground, right? So it's not hurting anything to take them. They've already fallen off the tree. They're on the ground. They're not sprouting any new trees right now. And then I grabbed some ivy, and with the ivy, I did pick some. And so the ivy has barely started to grow. And so what I felt like I needed to do was like spread out where I took it. So I would take one leaf from over here and one from over here. So these are just the questions to ask to make sure that you're not hurting anything when you go into nature. Like Sage has the rule, leaving nature in nature. When you're foraging, you're actually going for the goal of bringing nature with you, but you still need to, the point of that rule is to make sure that you're not hurting nature. So that rule still applies if you are creating art from your nature or a salve or a lotion or a healing ailment. You still need to make sure that the ecosystem is good. Okay. End of my soapbox. Moving up. So I'm just getting all my materials out. I grabbed some pine needles. And when the pine needles are still alive and green, they actually make a really good, healthy tea. And then I grabbed the end pieces of a, what tree is that? Spruce? Cedar? Not sure. Okay, so you get all your materials out. And this is a good practice of not taking more than you need to. So I'm gonna make sure that I use all my materials in my mandala today. And if I have any extras, then that teaches me for next time, okay, I don't need that much. If you guys really like this and you want to try it by yourself or like look at more pieces of art, there's an artist named Morning Altars, and he will go for a hike. He'll grab his foraged materials while he hikes, and then he'll make a mandala like this, but he'll leave it in the trail. So it'd be like if you go, my favorite one is Ridge to Rivers by the old military cemetery. So if I did a hike there, grabbed materials, then I would find a place to put my mandala and I leave it there. And that's another way to do it. I grabbed some rocks from my garden because I really like rocks too. Okay, so once you have all your materials, you basically just play, and it's just art. Mandala usually uses math and geometry, and so you'll see me doing that, and I'm just gonna do it for the rest of the video. Maybe I should turn on some music so you can hear some music. Let's see if it will let me. I don't think it will. Darn it. Well, that's okay. No music. You can just watch me make my mandala. Hmm. Mm. All right. Maybe I'll tighten some of these lines up. Okay. There it is. Wait, let's see. Maybe I can flip the screen. Nope. Technology and old people. Okay. Wow. I am very special. There we go. There it is. The end result. And if you want to play with something like that, you totally can. See you guys.